Hey guys, Abby here. Welcome to Love Abby, where we share stories and experiences that might help those who are going through a difficult time right now. This is a safe space, wala pong judgmental dito. Everything that we say here is meant to help and not to offend. I know that many of us are going through many different things. We have our own struggles, and though our stories may be different, we share the same lessons. So sino-sino pa bang magtutulungan kundi tayo-tayo lang din. The world needs a lot more love and a lot more people helping each other in the stormy seasons of our lives. So let's make the world a better place, one story at a time. Was there ever a time in your life where you felt like your kindness was abused? Yung tipong tulong ka ng tulong pero hindi nila napapansin yung tulong na binibigay mo. O di kaya hindi nasusuklian yung kabutihan mo. Your kindness goes unnoticed. Or minsan, ikaw na nga yung tumutulong, ikaw pa yung masama. I feel like many of us at some point in our lives have experienced something like this. It's frustrating and sometimes nakakasama ng loob, di ba? Situations like this sometimes discourage us from helping others or from doing good. Familiar ba kayo sa linyang, ano ba yan, walang utang na loob? Hindi ko na yan tutulungan sa susunod. 'Di ba? Sometimes, a simple thank you can motivate us to continue to help or can motivate us to continue to do good for others. But should praises or a little appreciation be our motivation for doing good? I hope the story that I will be sharing today can give us a fresh perspective on this topic. I remember when I was younger, ma-overhear ko yung mga tito and tita ko with my mom na, nag-uusap-usap sila among themselves, pinag-uusapan nila yung lolo at lola ko. Kasi, nafo-frustrate na daw sila. Kasi parang nagpapaabuso daw yung lolo at lola ko. Tulong ng tulong, pero hindi nasusuklian yung tulong na binibigay nila. There would even be times daw that they would help people who have betrayed them in the past. Yung tipong naaabuso na yung kindness na binibigay nila. And like my titos and titas, I never really understood that until I had a conversation with a friend of mine. So one night, I was talking to my friend. Kamustahan kami and nagbabalitaan. Then I found out na meron nangungutang sa kanya. And itong nangungutang sa kanya, palaging siya yung nilalapitan para utangan. And itong friend ko kasi, alam ko kung gaano siya ka-hardworking and how difficult it is for him to save money. Kasi siya din yung breadwinner ng pamilya nila. Lalo na ngayong pandemic, 'di ba? Medyo mahirap mag-ipon talaga. So when I found out na nangungutang na naman sa kanya yung taong to, sabi ko sa kanya, baka pwedeng ipagpaliban mo na lang muna, 'di ba? Hirap na hirap ka na nga eh. Pero wala, mabait talaga yung kaibigan ko. Sabi niya, tutulungan pa din daw niya. And you bet, I tried my very best to discourage him. Kasi ito din naman nangutang sa kanya, may maintaining balance pa sa kanya. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, ano ka, bangko? 'Di ba? I mean, nangutang siya before na hindi niya pa din nababayaran. And ngayon, mangungutang siya ulit. He probably had his reasons, but if you put yourself also in the place of my friend, na, it's, may pandemic, you're barely making ends meet, breadwinner ka ng pamilya, tapos nag-iipon ka, tapos uutangan ka. Pero itong friend ko, he didn't even think twice. So, syempre, ito na naman ako, nabungangaan ko tuloy yung friend ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, ba't ka ba nagpapaabuso? Okay lang sana kung okay yung pasok ng pera sa'yo if maybe walang pandemic at normal ang ipon mo, normal ang kita mo. Okay lang sana kung wala kang pinag-iipunan, kung wala kang pinapakain na pamilya. Alam mo naman na ako pa mismo mauunang magsabi sa'yo na tumulong ka, 'di ba? And sabi ko sa kanya, pero yung ganito, na hindi mo nga alam kung saan niya ginagamit yung perang yun, hindi natin naiintindihan kung bakit hindi ka pa niya nababayaran tapos mangungutang na naman siya without any explanation. Sabi ko, parang hindi na din naman yun tama. Parang may karapatan ka na din namang magsabi na, wait lang, wag muna, hindi pa siguro muna ngayon, next time na lang. 'Di ba? So, syempre, ayun na, ang dami ko nang sinabi. And after all of that, ito yung sabi niya. I couldn't forget it. Kasi talagang tumatak yun sa akin eh. Sabi niya, hindi mo kailangan ng rason para tumulong. If abusuhin ako, then that's on them. I am helping because that is the right thing to do. And sabi niya, I know that as long as I use the blessings that God gives me para mag-bless ng ibang tao, He will always make sure that I have enough. And natahimik talaga ako. I suddenly felt ashamed of all of the things that I said. Tama siya eh. And it reminded me of what my lolo used to say. He always told us that you don't need a reason to help others. Helping others and doing good to others can come in many different forms, hindi lang financially. And I guess siguro it has become normal for us to expect something in return tuwing tumutulong tayo, 'di ba? Parang we consider it as utang na loob. Yung simpleng thank you nga lang minsan, 'di ba? Okay na. And like I mentioned earlier, sometimes a little appreciation can continue to motivate us to do good, to continue to help others. And in result, yun yung nagiging motivation natin para tumulong pa. Diba? Sometimes it's, ano bang mapapala ko dyan kung tutulungan ko yan? If wala akong mapapala, bakit pa ako tutulong? Diba? Sometimes, I'm not saying that it's the same for everybody, but minsan dahil tao lang tayo, we have our own emotions, we have our feelings, we are imperfect. We feel this way sometimes. Lalo na kung talagang ubos na ubos ka na. Naitulong mo na lahat ng pwedeng maitulong sa mundo. 'Di ba? Napapagod din ang mga tao minsan. But I know that there is always room to improve. 'Di ba? And I realized that for the longest time, ako personally, ganun pala ako mag-isip. Na yun yung nagiging motivation ko din para tumulong. But now, I know na hindi lang dapat yun. Maybe some of you can relate to. So, let's think about it for a while. Why do we do good things for others? Why do we help? Do we do it because we know that the good will come back to us? Or do we simply do it because it is what is right? The old me would have said, I will do good because alam ko may mapapala ako. But the new me, wow, new me. But the new me would say, I will do good because it is what is right. And I know that God always wants us to do good. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba, if you were given the chance to choose between being kind and being right, always choose to be kind because kindness is always right. Aabusuhin ka, hindi masusuklian yung tulong na ibinibigay mo. Should that stop us from doing what is right? Should that stop us from helping others? From doing what God wants us to do? Di ba hindi? That's why we should also always check our motives. If our motivation to do good are the praises and the kindness na ine-expect natin in return, kung di natin ito makukuha, we will only end up frustrated and angry. And as a result, hindi natin magagawa yung gustong ipagawa sa atin ni Lord. Kasi na-discourage na tayong tumulong, di ba? But if our motivation for helping others is because it is what God wants us to do, kahit di pa masuklian yung mga tulong na binibigay natin, walang samaan ng loob. Diba? We can travel through life lightly. And who doesn't want that, diba? So thanks to that friend of mine who helped me realize this. And conversations like that, we shouldn't take them for granted. Kasi yung akala ko, napapangaralan ko siya, ako pa yung natuto. There are many valuable things that we can learn from others. So, kailangan din natin makinig sa kanila. And I hope that we remember this every time we are put in a situation wherein we think twice about helping others. 'Di ba? Kung nagdadalawang isip ka na tumulong, huwag ka nang magdalawang isip. Help that person because maybe God is blessing that person through you. And God wants you to always do good. Kung aabusuhin ka nila, that's on them. You are responsible for your own soul, not the other person's soul. So work on your own soul. Do what God wants you to do. And that is to always do good. And let's also always remember to be kind. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung mga pinagdadaanan ng mga taong nakakasalamuha natin. Let us not be too quick to judge as well. We may make many mistakes, but it's never too late to change. And if you're going through something difficult right now, I'm here to remind you that storms don't last forever. Love, Abby. If you have a story that you would like to share with us, please don't be shy to send us a message in one of the platforms below. And if you like this video, please share this to those who you think might need to hear these stories. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching!